I don't think Willie is in a position to.
Oh, you said, hold on, DC, you saying your life is plagiarized? Is that what you're saying, brother? You might need to sue somebody.
Man, I'm going to sue you because you have a problem with putting words in people's mouth. I ain't say none of that shit. But what I did say is Willie Green is in an impossible situation.
He's not an impossible situation.
He's in a situation, Q, where the man could win 50 games and he still could lose.
It's hard to find minutes.
Like, if Willie Green, did he got the problem?
It's hard to find minutes for someone who I compared to like a Steph Curry.
Y'all basing this on y'all basing this on what y'all seen last year in anticipation that he won't change anything. That's y'all standpoints. Y'all standpoints is y'all basing this on.
It's hard to find minutes.
Y'all are basing this on last.
It's hard to find minutes for someone who puts up 34 points.
You told him, man. You said Willie Green's is in an impossible situation with all this.
I'm saying this.
It is not an impossible situation.
No, it's an impossible situation.
That's right, Lex.
Because
that's an impossible.
If Willie Green wins 50 games,
it should not be an impossible situation.
If Willie Green wins 50 games and he go to the first round of the playoffs, right? And the Pelicans get swept, Willie Green gone. He out of here.
You don't want to wait that long.
Bro, listen.
Hold
on. Willie, if Willie gets hold on. Let me get this straight, DC, with what you just said. You believe that Willie Green wins 50 plus games, get into the first round of the playoffs, gets swept and gets fired?
Yes. Mandatory.
It needs to be earlier than that.
Mandatory. They can't get there and be embarrassed like that again and Willie Green keep his job. No way.
So they get swept in the playoffs. Is Zion playing? Let me flush out all.
If he playing or he not, he's still the same thing.
Hold on. I gotta flush this out because you made this bold prediction, and I want to flush this out. Now, is Zion Williamson playing in this scenario? Is he healthy and playing in this scenario?
It don't matter whether he plays.
No.
Swept in the first round.
No. If it's any Pelican team, if it's any Pelican team that's playing in the playoffs that has a healthy Zion Williamson getting swept,
they shouldn't. But Willie no. Up a wet dream. So
No. See, that's what I'm saying. Where you can't keep it real,
they
brother.
Shouldn't.
How they gonna get swept if Zion healthy in your own scenario, brother?
They shouldn't.
Do they get swept in your scenario? Yes or no?
I'm feeling who that daddy.
Q. I gave you a hypothetical scenario, and now you're trying to make it factual.
No, no.
He's in an impossible position to succeed because of what he's up against. Now, is there a glimmer of hope or a mustard seed of faith that he can make it through all of this? Yes, and you're clearly clinging to that. But looking at things the way they are, I think if Willie don't get the bench rotation correct, which it should be easy to do, but I thought that last year.
You made a bold accusation and said,
if Willie win 50 games, bro, whether Zion was hurt or not, and they get swept in the playoffs, and we have the exact same thing like we had this year, he has to go, bro.
If Zion Williamson,
because there's no way that should happen.
Well, I mean, you just said, and I had to flush it out. It's like if Zion Williamson is healthy, they're not going to get swept in no first round. They're not going to get swept. And then
I've seen stranger things, Q.
Me too. I've seen some strange things.
Some of these coaching calls that Willie did in the playoffs this year. I was like, So
no Zion not getting swept in no first round. Man.
They shouldn't, man. But what if we go up? What if we go up against the best team in the West?
So you'd have to be the
8th. That means
you had to be. You barely got in the playoffs.
The team is a borderline playing team again.
It's a playing team. That's what DC. Now he's saying you're a playing team.
Like, hold up.
That's the problem.
I don't consider the best team in the West just based on their record. I consider the best team in the West to be whatever team went on and went to the goddamn finals. I don't care what their record is.
Right, it could be different, bro. I mean, the teams changed from the finals last year. It could be a team that that drops from.
No, I'm talking about whatever team go to the finals that year. Like, let's say it was OKC, and then OKC went to the finals and won it, or they made it to the finals and lost.
All right,
that was the best team in the West.
All right, brother, I got you. I got you.
It don't have to be based on them being the number one seed or not.
Okay, thank you for that, sir. Let me kind of pivot and get to these.
There's no way you should get swept. Is all I'm saying. Lose the series.
The goalpost, DC.
But there's no way you should get swept.
Does Willie get fired?
Yes.
I just think
you see how I lacked hesitation on that. Yes.
No, you definitely put your foot in it when I challenged you on your Zion thing. All right, so let's move.
Zion play and they get swept, he's still getting fired. I don't care if he play or you don't.
He ain't going. Zion Williamson is playing and he's healthy in the first round playoff series. They're not going to get swept.
They shouldn't.
All right, then we're in agreement. Then, so that's a crazy comment you made.
About Willie Green here, bro.
There you go. That's what it goes back to. Because y'all coming from the philosophy that Willie Green will be the same. He won't change nothing. And I'm telling
Willie Green has been the same for the last 3 years.
It's a different situation altogether. This is a different team. The pressure is a lot higher. When Langdon is gone, there's nobody to blame. You can't blame Bryce. The only other guy you could.
So you think they're gonna get rid of David Griffin?
No, they. Where are you talking about? I didn't say nothing about them getting rid of David Griffin. I said they got rid of Trajan Langdon, and the only other person that you could fire
did he get rid of Trajan Langdon, or did he leave?
He got rid of him. He seen the gun coming. He seen the gun coming, and we've been said that. We've been said that because of the managerial style that David Griffin operates.
Leave for 3 years, Q. He was here faithfully for 1 year. He been trying to leave every year after that. And
that's all because he don't like the David Griffin style of management. He's a micromanager that's constantly talking and running his big flapping stupid mouth, and he doesn't need to say anything. But he's an attention whore who always talks about things he shouldn't be talking about because that's something that the general manager should be talking about. That's his damn job. Let him talk about the team and let your coach talk about the team. But he's constantly sticking his foot in his mouth. He has no discipline to stay out of the public's view because he wants credit for all of the decisions that were made. Trajan Langdon seen that. We seen that many years ago and said, and Landon said, man, whatever moves I make, I could be making the best moves in the world. I will never get credit for this. They'll always, even the damn media was writing articles and putting in there, they spoke to general manager David Griffin. And David Griffin's the VP. They will want to go and talk to him. They asking him questions and Trajan Langdon sitting right there. We used to make fun of Trajan Langdon on the show and make mime references back in the day because he would never, ever do any press conferences. And then it got to the point where we was getting on him so much that he finally started doing press conferences. I'm like, where the general manager at? This dude never know where to be seen. Open your damn mouth. So for Bryce, man, open your damn mouth and start talking, bro. Don't let that octopus over there out talk you. Now, Bryce is safe because he just got here, but Willie ain't. He might have gave Willie an extension. We don't know what it is. But at the end of the day, if the team fails, Willie Green is under the gun. It won't be David Griffin, even though it should. But that's how he protected himself by saying, hey, here go my coach right here. And he done fail, I'm going to fire you. And that'll be good enough to sway some people. Even though it'll be his third coach. Well, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it'll be his third damn coach in 6 years. If that happens. So what I'm saying is I don't anticipate Willie Green coming into this season, turning into some super coach. What I'm saying is that you should see in his 4th year as an NBA coach, you should see some level of improvement in him as a coach. And if you don't, then he's in trouble. That's what this is. It's either coach or die. He's at that line. And that's what I've been saying. I've been saying that he has to step up and do the best coaching job that he's done.
Hold up, Q. What is this? The 2008 election? You keep talking about this coach or die stuff, bro.
Coach it. No, it's not.
What's going on, bro? You done redid the vote or die?
No, it's coach or die. That's how it is. That's coach or die. Am I right, Flock? Flock in the chat. Put one in the chat if you agree with me, man. It's coach or die, right? He has to coach him up, do the best job he's ever done, or he's done. That's the reality. He has a floor. 49 wins. We're not tolerating all this. It will be hell to pay. And David Griffin's not loyal to anybody. He'll cut Willie Green down if he needs to, if it'll save his own neck. This is a vicious octopus who will spray ink on anybody that get close to him that's aggressive. All right, so anyway, let's get into it. Who gets more minutes, Tice, Mekovic, or Jamison? Who do you think, Lex?
I'd have to say Tice. He has more experience. But, obviously Mekovic and Jamison have youth and the athleticism. I don't know. Seeing Jamison with the Grizzlies, I really think that kind of helped his case. Of course, I know he was, obviously cut by the Grizzlies, but he got a lot of playing time. He was going up against the best, and he actually played pretty well against, the Pelicans when they went up against him. So I think in a way it may be between Tice and Jamison, but I give the edge to Tice just because of his experience.
Would it, DC, same question to you. Is there any scenario in which Tice, well, we'll get to the question because I know we noticeably didn't put Messi in there for a reason. I got another question for him.
Tice.
Tice.
It's a silent H.
Messi. Go ahead, DC. Answer the question. Stop trying to get back, man. You so petty, man. So petty, bro. Go ahead and answer the question, dude. Petty ass.
Coach died t-shirts.
Coach died. Yeah, that's right.
That's what Hoffa said.
Coach died, Hoffa?
Yeah. Make sure you put the death emoji next to Willie.
I'm working on it. We got Go Pels mind. DC a hater, man. Put the what?
The death emoji. The skull and the two crossbones. Yeah, but look.
Oh goodness.
We're gonna get those. We're gonna put them together, Hoffa, right after we finish the Go Pels mind shirt.
I think this is a more interesting minutes discussion than the previous three because I think these three guys all are in position to prove either one of us wrong, depending on what our answers are. This is how I see it playing out. I think in the beginning of the season, it's obviously going to be Tice. But as time goes on, I think Mekovic or Jamison, one of those guys, are going to step up and gain Willie's trust a little bit more than Tice. I think that's a strong possibility.
What did you say?
One of those guys, the younger guys,
more trust than Tice.
Tice ain't showing up at the team workouts, Lex. He already notched down.
I mean, dog, he just got finished work, playing for his country.
I'm joking. But I think one of those guys, I think they can. And I think, hold up, I'm not finished.
Because I got a question for you.
I'm not finished. But the guy that I think is really going to blow everybody out the water, he ain't even on the list. His name is JRE. Okay? That's where I was getting at.
That's the next one,
DC. That's the next one.
That's the next one, DC. Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's the man. Look, he get 2 segments. Because I'm telling you right now, if you love Larry Nance minutes, just wait till you see JRE minutes. This is going to be our de facto center.
If we want to score on the offense,
get ready for it now.
We got to get offensive. We got to get rebounds, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have some height out there. Especially if you have, because Tice can, I think between Tyson and Mekovic, they spread the floor very well.
I like Mekovic. That's my number one guy out of all of them at the center position. That's what I like the most, but he don't have no experience, so I know it's going to be a work in progress getting him in there. But I really hope he would be the guy that has the most minutes.
All right. Okay. Let's move on to the next one then, fam. Here we go. This is another one. Who gets more minutes here? Robinson Earl or Javonte?
Robinson Earl.
Over Green?
Both of them.
Come on, you can't.
I'm gonna say Javonte Green.
Green.
Yeah,
Break
Javonte.
it down,
I
Lexxah.
mean, I know every time the Pelicans play Chicago, like he's one of them dudes. Like he definitely keeps you honest because he will out hustle you, out rebound, clean up around the glass. He has a shot, an outside shot. So, I don't know. I think it's very Najee like. You know what I'm saying? Like his game. But I think it's a little bit more. Not by much, but I think it's a whole lot more. But I think just the energy that he has on the defensive end, he's probably gonna go with him. Nothing against Robinson Earl. I mean, he does do those things, but I think there's a level of it. I think he may be just like a level below. But I don't know. I mean, they have similar type games, but I feel like Javonte, his game has more of a Najee feel.
DC, this is you mentioned Javonte Green early in the segment. You still agree?
Man, you thought Willie Green and JJ Redick, for as a better head coach, was like splitting hairs. Q, this is a real splitting hairs decision right here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically like saying, who will have more minutes,
JJ
Larry
Redick
Nance or Najee Marshall?
JJ
That's,
Redick.
that's what you're asking me, man. You're asking me who's gonna have more minutes.
JJ Redick
Larry
never
Nance
was a head coach before, brother. He
or
never done.
Najee Marshall. That's what you're asking me, bro. But Willie Green loves his guys, man, and Robinson Earl has been here. So I'm gonna say Robinson Earl, but I think
You know what? That's
Javonte
really interesting
Green
that you say that.
will get a nice chunk of minutes, man. I think he's gonna surprise a lot of people and get more minutes than they probably thought he would. When you if you haven't been paying attention to like our coach and how good Javonte Green is, because Javonte Green is good. Like I like him. But Robinson Earl, man, he's earned Willie's trust in my opinion, bro. And I think he's just gonna have a way to put him out there. He's his small ball center, man. I mean, you got a guy, he's about 6'8". He can shoot the three ball. And not the like I'm clowning Robinson Earl. The dude is actually he's solid, man. He's a good player. You know, he can rebound, he can defend 1 through 5, although he's not really defending fives like that, but you know, that don't stop him. And Larry Nance couldn't either, and that never stopped him. But why wouldn't Robinson Earl get the nod? When you look at the guys we have, 2 rookies. Well, technically one guy isn't a rookie, but first NBA season. You got Trey Jemison, who we had a chance to basically be in Robinson Earl's position. What was it, last year? And we cut him after he had a pretty nice summer league. So why wouldn't it be Robinson Earl? Daniel Tice, it's going to be the starting center probably. And let's just go with another 6'8" guy. We leaning all the way into small ball, baby. Y'all better get ready.
I don't know.
We're gonna try our hardest to not play any 6'10" guy that ain't Trey Murphy. You watch.
Well, what would be the purpose of bringing in the guy you call Yves Missi? What would be the purpose of doing that? Then he's a 7-footer.
I mean, I had to draft somebody, baby.
Oh,
but he's developmental, Q. Developmental. I think he probably sees some G League minutes this year, man. Maybe after the All-Star break, Mises could come along or come on. I would be happy if it's high before that. You know, but hey, the brother gotta learn, man. He's a quick learner, so maybe he can shock us. And we'll see him out there. You start hearing about him like you heard about Herb, and you just can't not play him or something. There's a possibility that could happen.
So, do you think that Willie, like you're basically saying that he's going to favor the guys that were on the team last season,
college coach
guys, even though they're just as a part of the team as the other guys. Like, we're not competing here, like, because the whole goal is to have the best player out on the floor. But it seems like, for every question you kind of pointed out, guys earning his trust. Like, dude, this is the pros. This isn't college.
You're absolutely right. But I've been made a fool of plenty of times doing these shows and expecting Willie to do something different. And I'm just sick of expecting that. I expect him to put trust in the guys that he already know what they can do, because that's what he's shown me he is. You'll have somebody,
So does
especially
Dejounte?
with the bench. With the bench, he's going to go
Yeah.
with all the names they got out there. And it's like, oh, that guy would be great on the bench. Oh, man, you see this? Willie's going to pick the dude you ain't never heard of who you going to give a shot. That's just what he does. That's been on the team and done all the little stuff. That's what he does, man.
Well, I guess he has no choice but to trust Dejounte then. Right.
Well, starters are different.
I mean, but he just got on the team. He hasn't been around long enough to build trust. How long does it take to build trust?
Well, where the real magic shines, Lexxah, on that second unit.
How long does it take to build trust, people? Come on, put that in the chat.
It's on the second unit. All the magic happens on the bench, Lex.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Well, you got to be trustworthy to get bench
trust, man. It's like, don't nobody who just got onto the team have a chance.
As far as the bench, you're right. The only reason Javonte gonna get minutes because we don't have a guy like Najee. He's the only guy we got that's like Najee. He fits Najee, or you can say he can do what the positions you would want him to be in for Dice. All it takes is for Willie to have one defensive situational possession at the end of the game, and Javonte get out there and he make a play. That's it, Lex. Permanent minutes. The game just trusts that fast. But if you do something, let's say you hit a game-winning shot or you win a game on offense, you still ain't gain my trust. Got to see more from you. Only on the defensive side of the ball.
So what you're saying is that this coach of this Pelicans team is not the coach of the future.
Exactly.
All right, let's pivot to the next question. Will Yeeves make
is that a winning mentality?
Is Will as DC calls Yeeves really get true minutes to develop this year? True minutes, Lex? What you think?
Yeah, true minutes in the G League, most definitely. He needs reps. And once he gets his reps up, that'll help him a whole lot. Like we cannot expect Messi, Hakeem Olajuwon, man. I don't know if that's true respect for his name or not. Because I mean that's the dream right there, man. I mean that's a heck of a praise right there. But the dude has to put in some work. You can't expect a guy who hasn't played a lot of basketball to just go out there and know exactly what to do. In order to gain experience, you gotta get those reps in. You gotta learn the game. The pros is a different breed than anything. And he started playing like at 16. So I mean, basically one of the biggest things that's helped him is obviously, height, but I mean, just being realistic, he's not coming in ready. He's just not coming in ready. Mm-hmm. And that's just the reality of it. I mean, it's going to be G League. It's going to take some time. You know what I'm saying? I know they talked about how his growth and development, like he learns very quickly. He picks up on a lot of stuff, very quickly. But I still kind of feel like, getting in foul trouble and things of that nature is still going to be challenging because you have a lot of experienced guys, high IQ guys that have been around the game and played the game a whole lot longer. And, they'll be on attack mode. So it's going to be a learning curve. Just coordination, just knowing the game. knowing the spots. There's a lot that goes in the game. It's not just, having the ability to block shots. It's not like college, so obviously we're not going to get everything with Summer League, and we're able to see glimpses of things that he can do, but it's still going to be a journey for him. So definitely those minutes are going to be in the G League for sure.
DC, what you think, brother?
I think he's gonna get true minutes. He's gonna get like 30 minutes a game in the G League, and he's gonna go on. We're gonna watch him develop. And like I said, realistically, I think it'll be maybe the second half of the season. This is, the Willie Green, you new to the team rollout plan that we follow for most of our rookies. So after about the All-Star break, you're gonna see this notification that we all get and say, Yves Mises has been signed to the active roster. But you might get one scare where you think, wow, he's actually going to get minutes when somebody get hurt. And you'll be like, oh, Yves Mises added to the active roster. And then Willie not going to play him. And then the person going to come back from injury and he's going to go back to the G League. But after the All-Star break, I think you may finally see him crack the rotation and get about 3 minutes at the end of a game. And then we really can see what he can do after that. He's got the Cody Zeller position, in my opinion, Q. Break in case of emergencies. He's a rookie. Let him develop. That's what he's going to go through. The only exception is if they start practicing before, when they go to training camp. That's when man, couldn't even think of the damn thing. When they go to training camp, if Yves Mises is in there and he's just making plays left and right. I don't care if he can't make a layup. If he's making plays left and right defensively and he rebounding the ball, you could possibly see him get some minutes early on, man. But I don't believe that shit gonna happen. But if he's outstanding defensively and he's just a rebounding monster and he didn't went hung out with Dennis Rodman and stuff while he been.
I was waiting for the punchline.
Right. He'd have been hung out with Dennis Rodman, and Dennis Rodman was showing all the weird ass angles and shit he used to be pointing at too when they was asking about rebounding. If he do that, then he could get some minutes early on. But you see how far of a stretch that is. It would take for him to get some minutes.
Oh, Hoffa's giving it to you, man.
Like, what he say? Oh, he said that's facts. DC, that's facts. You know Willie better than his wife.
I know. That's what I'm talking about. Dog. I don't know about that one.
I don't know him fully as a person. We sit up here and we watch these Pelicans games, man. I've been doing this show for about the last, would have been about 8 years. Q have been doing the Pelican Postgame Report 7 years?
A little longer than that.
Man, when you watch these coaches, man, and you, after about a good season or two, you can see all their goddamn moves, man.
Yeah.
It's clear as day. And Willie, I have to admit, out of a lot of the coaches I done watched, Willie is the most predictable one.
Yes.
It's like watching that shit on repeat. Like, he makes the exact same moves time after time, man.
No creativity.
He's clearly like jaded and biased when it comes to one side of the basketball. If you can play defensively, Willie will find you some goddamn minutes. Let me tell you.
He sure will.
Look,
ain't stopping nobody.
Right. You could be the second coming of Michael Jordan on offense.
Nobody. And he was like, we need more defense.
If you can't play defense, you ain't getting no goddamn minutes. Anybody who don't, if you got a big contract, if you got a big contract, you kind of safe because like David Griffin gonna make him play you. But if you like up and coming guy, you don't know how to play defense, man. You might as well just retire so you can get out of the contract with the Pelicans and then unretire and go sign with somebody else. You ain't gonna get no damn minutes. You just gonna waste a year over here. Or you could just collect a check, man, and wait for next year and don't re-sign because he ain't gonna play you.
All right. There it is. All right. That's our questions.
Y'all these questions come back to the
That's our questions, man, for the night, man.
Topic.
Yeah. So
what
there
does
it is.
Lead to every single time.
Yeah.
Stacey got a question.
Uh-oh.
Can somebody else break her heart, please?
Okay.
Stacey, first of all, Stacey's a guy, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh shit,
yeah,
my bad.
That's what I was assuming too for some reason.
Sorry.
Stacey, yeah, brother, come on.
I mean, we got women and guys listen to the show, man. Honest mistake. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Lex.
Oh,
no Diddy.
Why would you say no Diddy, bro? After telling Stacey you're sorry, bro.
Man, it's getting wicked out here, man.
Oh, goodness.
I'm a boy.
Why did you say that when Hopper was saying that you know Willie better than his wife? Why did you say no Diddy then?
I didn't take that like that.
Okay. Oh,
I call the man. I'm thinking the man a girl, and he said he a boy. That calls for a no Diddy. I don't see
that was the wrong
women.
timing, man. I mean, come on, DC.
Better late than never.
Yeah, according, you know, it's sad to say this, but it is true. According to Jose's height, you know, it just ain't gonna happen. It's just not. You know, what you already see with Jose is that's what you're gonna get. His ceiling is not too much higher, and it just doesn't. It really just doesn't make sense to do that. I mean, like I said, like you have guys that you know are taller, you know, that are able to give, like, maybe not in the way that he does it on his defensive prowess, but you have other guys that just, you know, they can do what he can do, especially if they apply themselves. And I mean, obviously, when you think of him, like somebody taking him down low, you know what I'm saying? I mean, especially in the playoffs, that's a huge challenge to ask someone like him, you know, guarding somebody like 6'5" and higher. You know what I'm saying? All they got to do is just rise up above them. So there's only so much that Jose can do. So he's not about to get like an extension like that. So, but yeah, kind of like going with what DC was saying.
Thought you was gonna tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, Lex. He ain't getting the extension at all. I don't think. Brandon Ingram and Jose, in my opinion, are a package deal. Jose wants to be here. BI is his guy. I think that's another part of the reason he likes it here. He was probably willing to give us a hometown discount. We have an influx of younger guys. And we have problems with our salary cap. And we're going to possibly trade for a center that could be making anywhere from 10 to 20 million. I don't think Jose is going to take the hometown discount this time.
I mean,
especially without BI being here. And I just see it as there's going to be a team out there that's willing to give Jose, like, you know, gonna give him the bag like Najee. And you know what we're gonna do is, we wish him the best. He was a great player, and that's gonna be.
He was a great human being. You gotta say that right.
No, I was talking about us. I'm not talking about him. But anyway, like I don't see us being able to re-sign him because we're moving on from BI, and I think that's the same way. Like, okay, let's say if all this stuff wasn't happening with BI, do you guys think there's a possibility that Najee could have still been around? Would Najee have took less money to stay here?
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
If it was something reasonable, I'm talking about for him, man.
You're talking about an undrafted player?
Instead of it being 27, the Pels were willing to give him 18. You don't think he would have took that to stay around?
Possibly. He liked you enough too.
I think he would have.
Yeah, he liked
P.I.
you
was still staying and he know his partner Jose gonna be here. Like them dudes got a brotherhood, man. They be hanging out. You just seen them out like in the city together. Those are the three that's together. You know, P.I. told him what's up. You're like, man, I'm getting my bag. You know, because you might not get a chance to be on a team where you enjoy it this much at another point in your career, but they also got to cash in and get their money when they can. But I see it as I see it as
man. I mean,
Jose ain't gonna be able to retain. It's too expensive.
That's the point, man. I don't think Jose stay either. I think he'll be leaving too, man. I think you got a certain time frame with these guys, and Pelicans did.
He wanted to be a Pelican for the rest of his life, but then he's gonna be like, "I want $8 million a year."
Right. So that's what I'm saying. He'll say the same thing
about your money, though, because I mean, you got to think with Najee and Jose, they were undrafted. They were undrafted. You know what I'm saying? They literally had to work their way up. And I feel like it's the same situation with Max Strus and Gabe Vincent. What did they do? They ended up leaving. They got better deals.
Got that money. Yeah.
You got to get that money. And listen, they always say that. Ace players always say that. As a player, you have to get your money.
Right.
Because the thing is, a year later, it may not be there. 2 years later, it may not be there. You got to act on that. If you worked your butt off all them years just to get to a point where it's like, wow, other teams are seeing what I have to offer. They want to pay me. It's like, dog, yeah, I got love for you, dog, but I also got a family to feed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I understand the brotherhood as far as on the team and everything, but when it comes to your family, and I'm talking about your blood family, that you go home night to, support whatever. That's the number one thing. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we see Jose and his little girls all the time. Yeah, he's gonna go somewhere else to get that bread for sure.
Yeah, doing it for those little girls, man. Yeah.
And that's what he said too. That's what he always says. Hey, yeah, I do it for them. So
yeah, he was at the playing tournament. He wanted to win that money. He was gonna get that money to his babies. That's
my brother, dog. Be like, shout, dude. They offer me more money.
Jose out of here, man. You don't think somebody will offer Jose $7-8 million a year? I think somebody would. They're not gonna pay him that. It's that simple. Draft a backup point guard or sign a cheaper one, and that's that. As much as I love Jose and wish he could retire here, I don't see it happening, man. If it does, I will be happy, but I would also be shocked.
Yeah. All right, we're going to have to leave it there, man. Listen, man, we had a good talk tonight, man. Shout out to y'all for listening, man. We appreciate y'all giving us y'all valuable time and listen to the stream tonight. Do me a favor, man. Please feel free to hit the like button, man. If you enjoyed the stream, hit the like button. Also, feel free to share the show on your social media feed. It helps to PPR out as well. Much love to y'all, man. And listen, fam. Yeah, we covered quite the amount of topics tonight, man. Listen, man. Good Pel talk all around. We appreciate all y'all. Stacy, Jacob, Slim, Hoffa, all of y'all, man. In the chat, big ups to y'all, man. Who that daddy? Big ups to you. A lot of y'all was on the sports coma and came on over to PPR, man. We was over there on the coma for like an hour and a half, and we over here for an hour and 40 minutes. So we just keep it rolling and moving, man. Moving, y'all know how we do. All right, so anyway, man, we're gonna get on up out of here, man. Shout out to all y'all.
We leaving already?
Yes, we are, DC.
After what? How long has it been? After 2 hours, we leaving already?
DC is an hour and 40 minutes, sir. Not 2 hours, sir. An hour and 40.
Can you show who that daddy his comment real quick?
Who that daddy's comment? You got it, DC?
Who that daddy?
Oh, this. Oh, right here. True that, Lex. We are selfish to expect these players to always take the hometown discount.
Yeah. We are.
That's so true, man. I mean, you can't keep doing that. This is $1 billion corporation. You know what I'm saying? What am I taking a discount for? And how much are you making? You better break out some of that bread. So,
all right, who that daddy says he's retired now? Okay, all right,
but I'm for the Pelicans. You know what I'm saying? And with that, that means that sometimes players are gonna come and go because when they leave, I'm still a Pelican. So you damn right I'm gonna want the hometown discount because I know we cheap. That's the only way we get to keep some players we love. God damn it!
I wouldn't add. Don't add yourself in that we. Just be like, look, Griff is cheap, okay?
But see, the thing is that you could be in the mindset of just like we found Najee and Jose, we could find them again. We could find another Najee.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Q. Najee possibly, but a player like Jose, I don't think we'll never find another Jose. He's unique. He's unique in the energy that he brings and the personality that he is. Now you can find somebody that maybe do some of those things, but you'll never find another guy like Jose. He's unique, man. That's once he gone, that's it. We can find somebody to fill that spot. Ain't gonna never find another him though.
Okay. All right. We're gonna leave it on that.
It might make us not even miss Najee though.
Man, listen, you don't know, DC. We have to. We're gonna see, brother.
I said, my brother.
Okay, I hear you, brother. All right. So with that being said, man, we're gonna get on the body here. I appreciate y'all all the time.
The Pelicans found another Monty Williams, though.
All right, we're about to get out of here on that. Listen, we appreciate y'all for joining the stream today. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll talk to you later. Go Pelicans.
Subscribe now and stay up to date for all things New Orleans Pelicans.